watches over the Puget Sound. Berenice's hair drapes the horizon to There is my lucky star tonight, the seventh sister of the Pleiades, walks in beauty like the night. Oh, that is best, dark and now lost to me. Only trust in the northern star. That's the only point that's fixed. I once believed in love. Even love cannot bridge this rift. Where is my lucky star tonight? The seventh sister of the Pleiades, who walks in beauty like the night. All that is best, dark and bright. Now lost to me. Now lost to me. There is no bridge.
If you would like to hear Night Dreams Talk Radio on your local radio station, let them know. Tell them to check out www.nightdreamstalkradio.com. And thank you.
Night Dreams Talk Radio Network brings you the World Paranormal News with James Creechbaum. Now, the latest news.
And I guess we lost James here tonight. James, are you out there? Well, he's not there. I guess we won't be doing the news here tonight. I wonder what happened. Anyway, you're listening to Night Dreams Talk Radio After Dark. This is Gary. Tonight we got a great guest on. We got, coming up at the top of the hour, we got Dave Oman. Now, you're wondering who Dave Oman is. He built a house right next to Sharon Tate's house. You remember Charles Manson, the murders and all that stuff. So, I mean, that is going to be coming up here at 7 o'clock. James, are you still there?
Yeah, I was in the middle of a whole story. I guess I could hear you. Everything was fine, but I guess you couldn't hear me. That was weird.
Yeah, you weren't coming through. Maybe you had your mute didn't disengage.
It looked like it did. I could hear you. It was disengaged. I don't know. That was weird, though.
Well, go ahead and give the news.
Okay. Anyway, researchers have found ice crystals in an ancient meteorite from the birth of the solar system. Researchers found tiny pores in the meteorite ACFER 094 that are thought to have fossilized remnants of ice crystals Now, the 4.6 billion year old space rock has been extensively studied since its discovery because it's as old as our solar system. Also, this just came in yesterday, a flying gargoyle encounter in Tampa, Florida. And here's what the guy had to say. I had an incident in Tampa, Florida, a winged creature sighting, driving to work early in the morning. It wasn't dark, but not quite daylight out yet. Going around the curve in a road, knowing I'm coming up to the light, it's always red, so I hurry up to get there. For one of the only times I can remember, I somehow was the first one stopped at the intersection. I knew I needed to keep an eye on the light, so I'm looking up, waiting for it to turn green, and just happened to catch something moving along my left. It was flying from left to right, south to north. I won't lie, I did not get to see it for long, but in that 1 to 3 seconds, it was as clear as I could possibly have imagined it looked, just like a gargoyle. Large bat-like wings, hands crutches, up tight in front, legs kind of crunched up in as well. Gliding along, wings didn't flap. Now, I don't claim to have the world's greatest eye or to be an expert on all things relating to distance, but I know what it looked like. I'm certain of its size, which would be about a large man, and I know it wasn't that far in front of me, and I had a lot of objects in front on the foreview to help get a good perception. Could it have been anything else other than a gargoyle? Of course, I'm not crazy. That's just what it looked like. That was an encounter in Tampa, Florida. Also, the 5G. Scientists are warning about this. There's a lot of controversy going on about it. Actually, there was an article from the University of Georgia, Berkeley, public health researcher Joel Moskowitz. He argues that the 5G, along with previous Wi-Fi and cellular technology, is much more harmful than the government and telecom industry wants the public to believe. His primary concerns center around a recent FCC announcement made in a press release that the FCC is close to reaffirming the radio frequency radiation, RFR, exposure limits that were previously adopted by the Commission in the 1990s. Now, that was well before the introduction of the 5G, 4.3, 2G, or even Wi-Fi. In short, the safety standards that the FCC wishes to maintain are severely outdated and fail to reflect a growing body of scientific evidence demonstrating harm. Now, that's their side of the story, and the other side of the story is it's dangerous, and they know it, and they're just trying to lower the standards so it passes the requirements. And they're saying they could cause brain cancer and all kind of cancers and other things. My goodness, don't want none of that to happen. Also, a planet found orbiting a white dwarf in world first is a world first. Now, astronomers have discovered a huge planet orbiting a burnt-out husk of a star that was once like our sun. It's situated around 2,000 light years from Earth. The planet, which is around 4 times larger than the star it orbits, was discovered by astronomers from the University of Warwick's Department of Physics and Millennium Nucleus for Planet Formation at the University of Valparaiso. That was the first to find a dwarf of that kind. Also Russian fishermen. My goodness, there was pictures. You can look these up. They are cod fishermen, and they drag the bottom, and they have come up with some of the strangest looking creatures. These fish have faces like old men, and some of them even look like dolls that you'd buy at the store. That's real creepy fish. Now, I don't know if some of these fish are deformed from radiation or what's going on, but something bizarre is going on with these fish. Anyway, the next news break, top of the hour.
Dreams Talk Radio After Dark with our host, Gary Anderson.
And here I am. Well, I'll tell you what, don't forget, at the bottom of the hour, we have Ryan coming on to give us UFO reports across the country and alien reports. It's going to be exciting, James. You know that.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that's right. It's Thursday. It's time for his weekly report. That's going to be good.
Oh, yeah. So you got your heat fixed in your house, and what was your temperature like the last 2 days? Do you have a thermometer? Did you ever? How cold were you getting?
Are you talking about my temperature from being mad or temperature from being cold?
Being cold. I don't care how much being mad your temperature, but how cold was your house?
It was cold. I got to tell you, I had a big old blanket and a little space heater, but that space heater again, it's equivalent of peeing on a forest fire to put it out. It was useless, but yeah, I don't know. It's probably in the upper 50s in here, which is better than low 30s outside. But I got to tell you, upper 50s is not comfortable.
Nah, well, I'm in the 60s in my house. I got the problem is I need a new furnace, and I was too cheap to get it done, and it's a lot of money for electric furnace, especially for a 6,000 square foot house. But anyway, in the news, the wacky news.
Uh-oh.
In the UK, well, the guy's wife was so tired of her husband going to the local pub 24/7. While he was gone, she had the carpenters come out and build a pub garden in the back of their house.
So he didn't never have to leave, huh? Oh,
well, he could have all his friends over there, but I wonder how the local pub will, like that.
Yeah, it's really like taking all their business. That kind of there was a local place when we was real young, used to hang out, and then years later, one of my friends there that we used to hang out with, they ended up buying it. I was like, man, you can't get away from this place. But yeah, they probably won't be happy.
No, they won't. Could you imagine you have a daughter who's on Facebook 24/7, and if she's not on Facebook, she's on Periscope, just chatting away and doing her own thing. And as a father, you explain to your daughter, hey, this is not normal. You're on it all the time. You should be doing your homework. You should be going out with the guys. You're on Facebook all the time. And he got so fed up with her that he actually kicked her off the internet. He took over her social media. And now the daughter is so pissed at her father because he is more popular on the social media than she ever was.
Oh, she must be jealous. He gets more likes than her.
Now what's happening is the father is hanging out on the computer 24/7, just chatting away and making friends. And, he probably got the, whatever you call the disease, Facebook disease.
He's got the addiction now. Oh, boy. Now she's going to have to take it back. She's probably going to have to get Mom to get that one, intervene.
Yeah, can you imagine you're going into a fast food restaurant, right? And, you get a note with your food. It says you're the ugliest person I've ever seen in my life. Now that came from somebody in the restaurant. The guy was so freaking upset. Well, it turned out the note wasn't meant for him. It was meant for her boyfriend. But somehow he got, the tray of food.
Oh, boy. For somebody to take that much time and effort and energy to do that much negative, to write a note, that is just bizarre. My God, get a life or something. But yeah, it's a shame he got mixed up because that could really throw somebody's self-esteem out of whack, man.
Well, that's what the guy was complaining about, that it really shot the guy emotionally down to the point he's suing for $1 million.
Sure, I'll tell you what. If that guy gets $1 million, that other guy in Florida needs to get at least $2 million for the little snake incident, because that's I still can't get that out of my brain. But yeah, that's rotten to take the time to write a note and then it went to the